Hello to everyone in CC Kids. I just want to thank you all for tuning in. I'm sending you guys all a message because I am excited about this upcoming weekend in CC Kids. Many of you guys all know that we're starting a brand new series called I Must Ask You a Question. And it's based on questions that I've received from parents and kids throughout this last year, maybe even longer, of things that maybe they have questions about, things that they're concerned about, and things that are on their mind. And I wanted to take 1 month to answer some other questions that kids may have and that parents may also have for their children. Every single week, we will be unwrapping a box filled with answers to their questions, things that you can use to open up in the Bible and use them as object lessons to help answer the kids' questions. We all say in CC Kids that the Bible is the most amazing book ever written. We're helping these kids discover that we can find all of the answers to God in the Bible, that God communicates with us through this Bible. It said that, I read a statistic this last week, that it says by the age of 13, a person has already formed their first basic beliefs on the nature of God, the reliability of the Bible, and the everlasting love of Jesus. So I want to thank all of you guys for partnering with us in CC Kids. You guys are help forming a generation to count on God, to believe in God, and love Jesus. So I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this. Every single week you guys will be opening up this box, answering some questions, and our first week is how do I pray? And the very thing that I want to emphasize in CC Kids, that prayer, all it is talking to God. We will be using the Bible story of the Lord's Prayer. Some of you guys may know it, some of you may not. Some of you guys may even have it memorized. But the interesting thing about it is that it starts very similar to us. His disciples were around him. Those are his friends who were around him all the time, and they had the very same question. And they just said, Jesus, can you teach us how to pray? How do we pray? And so Jesus answered it, and a lot of people memorized this prayer. But he starts it by saying, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And that very first line is where I want to focus a lot of our attention, is that he addresses him as his Father. And that's all that prayer really is that it's simply talking to our dad, our Father in heaven. For these kids to understand that God really is just their Father in heaven, that it's a simple conversation. We're all comfortable talking to our dad, or we should be, and it's just a conversation between us and our dad. So our preschoolers, our younger ones, are just going to be focusing on that it's just times that we talk to our dad in heaven. And we can talk to him whenever we want. Morning, before we go to bed, when we eat, even when we play. That we can talk to our dad whenever we want. Our school-age kids, we will go through the Lord's Prayer, but we're going to break it down because it's not a prayer that we need to memorize and pray to God, but it's a way we should pray. That we're just talking to God. That we're telling about how awesome and powerful and holy that he is. That we thank him for the blessings in our life. That we thank him for our food and our families and our parents, our homes. We have so many things to be thankful for. We can ask for forgiveness for the things that we've done wrong, but we can also ask for help for the things that we struggle with. And we're going to wrap it up with actually talking about worries. As you guys know, serving in CC Kids, you know that kids ministry is a lot of kids talking about some of the things that they worry about, some of their burdens. Our little ones have burdens about their pets or a lost stuffed animal. Those are important to them, and that's okay. Some of our older ones even already have burdens about their parents getting a divorce, or maybe they've lost their home, or maybe they have a bully at school. They have serious worries that they're going through. And instead of diverting that, we're actually going to listen to those. In our object lesson, every child will receive bubble wrap. And when we give our worries to God, when we say these prayer requests out to him, I want these kids to focus on releasing their worry and give it to God. When you have bubble wrap, when you pop that bubble, the air is released and you can't get it back in. And so we're going to say some of our worries, and we're going to pop those bubbles and release it and send it away to God. But we're also going to send them home with them and encourage them that whenever they're praying, if they're worried about something or they want to give something to God, to pop that bubble and send it to him and release that worry, that they don't have to be stressed or burdened with it because they've given it to God. God's a good God, and he's our Father, and I want them to know that they can give all of their worries to their Father in heaven. I think you guys are going to have fun with this lesson, and I think it'll be really great for the kids to just know that they can talk to God as a family member, as their father, whenever they want. I just want to encourage you guys that maybe in your own small group time, that you can even write down their own prayer requests. Let them see their small group leader writing down their prayer requests to say, hey, when I go home this week, I'm going to pray for you guys. I'm going to talk to God even about you guys because you're thankful for them and you love them. It'll really make them feel special and excited to know that someone is praying for them during the week. I pray for you guys all every single week. I pray for your families and your marriages and your lives and all the things that you're going through. So my prayer for you is that you also get something out of this message and this series in CC Kids. I think you guys will all have fun with it, and I know the kids will too. You guys have a great week, and I'm looking forward to just walking around CC Kids and seeing a lot of you guys. I hope you guys have a lot of fun with it. I'll be praying for you guys. Bye.